Hello, how you guys doing? Of course, this situation is very important. I'm the child of my mother and father, and I've always been the child of my biological parents, and I'm the owner of my mother and father's estates. This is very important in reference to security and history of information. In reference to security moving swiftly, security being aware of the situation, security and attorneys being in court prosecuting people for holding me hostage and people stealing from me. This is always very important in reference to the guidelines of law, the processes of things rolling, the things getting going, and this situation of importance. Like, I'm supposed to be at my mother and father's mansions. There's supposed to be people, the new people on security, or, I don't know if the Korean embassy or China and Japan or hello Mexico, hello Canada, in reference to people, different, and hello England and France and Italy, and hello Alaska, and, many things of importance. But I'm going to always need security and bodyguards. Everybody knows that, right? So I need to get to my mother and father's mansions, or I need to get to a new mansion, and the lawsuits go up every day. And I've not received nothing. So in reference to the activities of the situation, security is supposed to be, saying, hey, wait a minute, he's supposed to be at his mother and father's mansions. Or wait a minute, he's supposed to be at this other mansion. In reference to my mother and father's mansions. And any new mansions that I have to sue the government for in reference to property that they stole the property keys to, in reference to new mansions or whichever. In reference to the history. There's a lot of things that are going to be organized better in the future in America in reference to, social gatherings and debates and things, And hello, international people, friendly acknowledgments around the world, in reference to certain friendly countries. And so in reference to the information of having bodyguards or security, I'm supposed to be at my mother and father's mansions. Not supposed to be held in captivity. You understand that? Meaning I'm supposed to be at my mother and father's mansions. Because that's where I'm supposed to be. My mother and father even had that on record that that's where I'm supposed to be. Or at new mansions that I might build, or in reference to the future of some things, or other mansions that might be purchased, So it's very important. And, it's very important that security knows I need to move. I need to be at my mother and father's mansions. The Royal Protocol tells the whole world I'm the owner of my mother and father's estates forever. Can't give anything to any children. Can't write no wills to nobody. Can't give no inheritance to nobody. Can't make no trust funds out to nobody. That's just the facts. It says that in the Royal Protocol too. I'm the only child of my mother and father forever. So, in reference to security personnel, the importance of getting information to me in the mailbox is very important, such as a map to travel, meaning an itinerary of from point A to point B. Very important. So, that's one thing that I need. I need, because I know where my mother and father's mansions are at, some of them, because I was a little boy and we traveled around. My parents had a lot of mansions. My grandparents had mansions too. So this is very important in reference to some governor or mayor needs to send me a map, or some security man or some corporation individual from the companies needs to send me a map to my mother and father's mansion. Travel arrangements, Don't play stupid. You've seen corporations hire people, and they've moved people and relocated people for businesses and jobs and things like that. And in reference to people holding me hostage, I'm the owner of my mother and father's companies. I'm the owner of businesses. I've been a celebrity since I was born. So don't, in reference to people trying to play tricks, when somebody said, well, Hollywood comes calling, or Hollywood this, or Hollywood that, being a supermodel, being an actor, an entertainer, a singer, a dancer, a musician, and other things of great acknowledgments of some things, and athletics and bodybuilding and blah, blah, blah. Lots of great important things. But, and fun things and things of enjoyment and careers and stuff. So, in reference to people holding me hostage and people blocking me from my mother and father's mansions, or people blocking me from relocating to another city and state, that can be considered attempts of murder. Because they've been burning me and torturing me with satellites, and they've been hitting me in the face and teeth. They've been trying to steal my blood. They've been trying to steal my sperm. They've been trying to play games holding me hostage. And don't forget, these people are going against the guidelines of my biological parents. These people trying to play this control hostage game. They need to get prosecuted, these people that are holding me hostage. The people stealing the monies, the people stealing the postal mail. They're going against family law and guidelines of my parents and my upbringing of who I am and who my parents are. In reference to these people holding me hostage, these people blocking me from my mother and father's mansions of which I got kidnapped from. I'm the owner of my mother and father's estates forever. It doesn't matter what person's in government or what any branch of government is. I'm the owner of my mother and father's corporations and companies and land and businesses forever, no matter what. And that's one of the reasons why the Royal Protocol is in the media forever too. And it can never be changed. It's always going to be there. It has to be there. And if anybody's trying to change it or trying to steal it, people can get fired from the media or anywhere else. I'm the only child of my mother and father forever.